Hey guys, Abhinav for Homeschooling in London, and I wanted to do this quick video about mothers and how we need to really take care of ourselves and just take a break from once in a while. I'm just going to give you a few tips on what you can actually do to start, taking care of yourself, and don't get stuck in that situation where, you're just doing so much stuff for other people and not for yourself. So let's get started. Number one, and this is something that's really helped me, is do not be afraid to ask for help. Whether it be friends that don't have kids, whether it be your mum, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, your next door neighbour, well, whoever you trust with your kids basically. Do not be afraid to ask them to watch your children. Do not be afraid to ask them to just stay with them for a couple of hours while you just go and do your own thing. Don't be afraid, just ask. If you're afraid of asking for help, okay. So the second thing is, remember that the kids are not just your responsibility. If the dad is around, as in he's actually available to help you in terms of if he's your husband and he lives with you, if he's your partner and he lives with you, if he's your partner and he doesn't live with you, if you're a single mother but the dad is still active in the children's lives, it's not just your responsibility as a mother to look after those kids. Obviously it's not rocket science, but there are some people out there, some mothers I know, that take sole responsibility of their children in terms of looking after them, even if they both work. If you don't work and you're a housewife and your husband goes to work, then I fully understand you feeling like it's absolutely your responsibility to take care of the kids. But it's actually not, because at the end of the day, taking care of a house is a job in itself, and taking care of children is a job in itself. And your husband probably gets a couple of breaks from work. He gets the weekend off, doesn't he? And you don't really get the weekend off. You don't get any time off because you're Monday to Sunday, looking after the kids and looking after the house and doing everything for everybody else apart from yourself. So, if your husband is in the house, he goes to work and you're a housewife, on the weekends, tell him, right, I'm going somewhere, you need to take care of the kids, even if it's for a couple of hours. Go and do whatever you want to do your own thing. Number 3, make sure you have a hobby, an interest that you do that is solely, specifically and only for you. Yeah, not something that the whole family does. I mean, the whole family can do stuff as well, but something that is just your own. You can't lose your identity when you become a mother, and it's taken me 4 years in a way to kind of understand that. People think, oh, well, I'm a mother now, so my whole sole purpose is to look after my children. That's fine. I fully understand that. You do need to put your children first. But at the end of the day, if you don't allow yourself to have your own life and your own identity, then it can be very difficult to be a very good mother. I've noticed that, because before I had my son, I was active in a lot of different hobbies, and when I had my child, I had to kind of put those things behind because I couldn't do those things all the time. I couldn't be like dropping my child off every day to go and do like all these things that I was doing before I had a child. But now I realise that I need to have at least one hobby, something that I do outside of the home or even within the home that allows me time to myself or time with other people, rather than just be with my kids, my child all the time. And it's made me a happier person. It's made me a more well-rounded mother, and it's made me a better partner as well, because I feel a lot happier within myself. Is it the next one? Yeah, the next tip I'm going to say, number 4, is that just take care of yourself in terms of your appearance. It's not that important for some people, because some people, like the kind of like basic look or whatever, but try and take care of yourself in terms of like, even if you don't wear makeup or you don't wear like fancy clothes or whatever, you can still have a facial, even if it's a natural facial. You can still, like, every week have a pedicure, even if you do your pedicure yourself. You can still have like a sauna, go to the sauna, something like that, but do something to take care of your appearance and yourself. All tying in with taking care of your appearance, you also need to take care of your inner yourself, like your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. You know, if you're not Christian or is Muslim or anything like that, you know, prayers. If you're not like adhering to a specific religion, then obviously, you know, you might not be praying to a specific God, but, you know, at least try and develop some kind of spirituality that actually really does help. Meditation, positive thinking, reading self-help books, that can really help you to sort of feel better within yourself. The next tip is do not lose sight of your friends, because a lot of people, when they have kids, especially when their friends don't have kids, you need to at least have one friend. If your friends kind of desert you when you have kids like mine did, find yourself some new friends that have children, you know. And this ties into the next tip. If you don't have the internet, get it, because it's so invaluable to have the internet and be able to connect with other mothers all over the world that are experiencing exactly the same thing as you. When I was pregnant with my son, I was on Baby Centre literally daily, and it really helped me. I actually got some pen pals from Baby Centre that actually helped me to, you know, not feel like a complete zombie while I was pregnant. And when I gave birth as well, I still kept in touch with those people, still keep in touch with some of them now. You know, so connect with people online. Also connect with mothers outside of the internet, outside of the home. You know, go to mothers groups, mother and baby groups, mother and toddler groups, whatever. Church, the library. Meet people. Do not be afraid to say hello to other mothers that see someone else has got a child that looks the same age as yours. Blatantly go and talk to them. Like if you're in the cinema, in the supermarket, in the library, in the child, you know, mother and baby group. Just don't be afraid. Just do it. You know, I used to be really shy like that, and I used to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to anybody because people might laugh. If people don't want to talk to you, then that's it. But you know, you need to make friends. You can't be isolated. You can't isolate yourself. You need to make friends. You need to be active with as many people as possible. The next thing I'm going to say, and this is going to be my last tip, I might do another tips video, but I don't want to make this video too long, is this. Do not compare yourself to some of these mummy bloggers and vloggers that appear so perfect. If it boils down to it, don't watch those videos. Don't read those blogs. That everything seems so airy-fairy and perfect, and it makes you feel inadequate. When everything in their household looks perfect all the time, their laundry's always, you know, perfect. Their food always looks amazing. Their kids always smiling. You know, it's just not realistic. So, if you find yourself feeling inadequate when you watch these videos or when you know see some of these blogs, just don't do it. You know, stick to going on the forums and speaking to other mothers there. You know, obviously some of these like blogs are very good for tips. You know, and I get a lot of tips from some of these blogs, but it doesn't really make me feel any way. I mean, I know that it's not really realistic for everything to be perfect all the time, so it doesn't really affect me like that. But if you're someone that you feel like it affects you, then you need to just cut it out completely. So yeah, that's my last tip. I might do another video next week or the week after with some more tips and everything, things that have helped me. So thanks a lot for watching. Bye.